bad luck. Joey Tanner, our leader. We saw Tanner as the leader. Did he cut a? What was it? Cut a tire? Is that what happened? Was it with a flat left rear tire that took?
I don't know what happened.
Because he came back on the track and he left. I don't remember what happened to Joey Tanner, and we'll talk with him later on. Tanner left on lap 10. Kai Frick left on lap, was it 13? Lap 13?
No, lap 12.
Lap 12, okay. Dan Dybel, another fast car in the 74. He left on lap 13. John Duty left on lap 13. Colin Weinbarger, a leader. Was it a left rear tire that originally started all this deal for Weinbarger? I believe it was a left rear tire.
I believe so.
While leading, pulled off the track. I think he came back on, then he went back behind the wall again. So there's another leader that had a chance to win that deal.
Right.
Had a chance to win that deal. Okay. Let's talk about this dude, Todd Sieg, the one-man gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a guy we saw start in the back of the pack.
In the very back, wasn't
Started
he?
last in the back row by himself. Work his way up to the top 5. Get caught up in a wreck. Go to the back. Work his way back up. And then what happened after this was just chaos. Cars started falling out. Caution started coming. We saw Brian Kronk in the 29. Our leader. Looked like he had this field covered. Flat left rear tire.
He had the field covered on 3 tires. He did. Brian Kronk was out leading late in the race, like lap 20. Or hang on.
No, it was later. Now I think it was only 3 laps ago.
We're going to go here.
There was only 3 laps ago. I hate that graph.
I love it. I love it.
Doesn't make any sense.
Well, you need to go back to school.
No, that's just silliness. Let's go back to the finishing order so we can look at what we're talking about here.
Well, it shows you the finish order on the end.
Yeah, if you can decipher every one of them lines. Anyway, back to the show. Kronk, who clearly I think was probably the fastest car on the track, had this race won. We're talking a half a lap lead over the second place car when flat left rear tire. And he's trying to stay out. He knows he's late in the race, and he's trying to see what's going on. Pulls off. Field lines up to go green. He has to come from the back of the pack and finish 5th.
Look at that. Look at those lap times, though, guys.
Yeah.
Brian Kronk had the fastest.
Flying.
By half a second.
Fastest lap.
By
on
half
lap
a second.
13 of a 15.219 during the feature. Next closest one
Bryson
was
James. Nope.
No.
It's Colin Weinbarger, 15.296.
15.296.
Yeah.
So
800s.
Yeah. But another driver to talk about in this whole mess.
Yeah.
Well, Steve Moore. Steve Moore was running second or third. He got a flat tire.
We were watching the last race, and this was a time shortened event, so we cut it down from 40 laps down to 25 due to the time restraints we were on.
Mm-hmm.
And
we were already over curfew at this point. It didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter. We were in trouble anyway.
But Steve was running second or third.
And those
second when he got a flat left rear tire
and
had to pull off.
It was at the same time Kronk got a flat left rear.
Right.
So
the other thing too, did everybody watch Hot Sauce Tomas Hunsker?
He went from back to front several times.
Yeah. Several times. He got caught up in 2 wrecks.
You look at him and you go, oh, man, it's too bad.
Oh, he was running
and
third.
Boom, he's back.
Running third, gets caught up in a wreck, works his way back into the top 5, gets caught up in another wreck down in turns 1 and 2, has to go to the pack, works his way up, cars start dropping out. And our winner, Bryson James, also had to come from the back a couple times because he was caught up in again in both of those that Hunsker was caught up in. At opposite ends of the racetrack, and Bryson, we were talking to him in Victory Lane. He said, "You know what?" He goes, "The track was so rough." He goes, "I was been taken out, not taken out, but I'd been caught up in the wrecks twice, and the things weren't going good." He says, "I'm in the back of the pack, thinking, you know what? I'm just going to pull off and call it a night." He goes, "That's when I realized there was only 6 of us left on the track." And he thought, "Well, I better stay out here and see what I can salvage," and drives to the front and collects a win. In probably the craziest late model race I have seen in a number of years. It was just, you didn't want to be the leader.
Again, it was attrition. There was a lot of attrition.
But
everybody inside the top 3 at some point got caught up in a wreck or had a flat tire.
Right. And let's talk about the guy who finished second.
That's right. We haven't mentioned him yet.
I wanted to save that. I wanted to talk with him because he's in a borrowed car that he hadn't been in. And duct tape for numbers.
Right.
And when was the last time you saw that guy in a late model?
I don't remember seeing him in a late model.
Super Sport, normal, right?
I've seen him in Super Sports. I've seen him in Sportsman. but Jeff Rash borrows Jerry Casey's car and finished second. And he's the one guy that didn't have any problems. I mean, he missed all the wrecks, kept his line smooth, stayed out of trouble, drove a fantastic race.
Oh, absolutely.
The car didn't smoke.
No flat tires. I mean, talk about a guy that had a great night. Well, he was
cracking me up.
He was in Jerry Casey's car.
yeah,
not his normal car.
and unfortunate for the owner of that other car, 3 engines in one night.
Yeah, last week was bad.
I haven't heard from them, so
well, they're
what's
rebuilding
happening.
3 engines.
Yeah, obviously. Well, maybe.
No kidding.
I saw a few up on the shelf when I was over there, so he might just be pulling them down and swapping.
But while we're up in the Moxie Tower calling this race, Warner and I are looking at each other going, what is going on here?
It was hard.
It
was hard to keep up.
Let me give you a stat on this race. This is something a lot of people, there was a lot of caution. We saw a lot of caution.
How long did it take for us to get 7 laps in?
No, 13 laps.
13?
Okay, on lap 13,
we're
looking
stuck on 10 forever.
Right. So then when it came out on lap 13, the caution came out on lap 13, I'm looking at the race monitor. The late models had been on the track for 32 minutes.
32 minutes, right. That's
you
right.
never see that. And
and that was the thing. You just don't see that.
No,
in any class, really. I mean, but
again, it all had to do with the track conditions.
Well,
a lot of it.
And the thing too is, and I feel bad for all these guys with late models. They have not had a good season.
No,
their first race gets rained out. This is the only main that has been completed at Willamette Speedway,
and it got shortened.
Yeah,
and it was shortened. I mean.
And only 6 cars finished.
What?
It was hardcore.
Finish on the lead lap anyway.
It
Chaos.
was bad.
It was, and all in all, and truly, I mean it was a bad race, and there's not anybody but Bryson James that'll tell you that it wasn't. I mean,
yeah,
maybe Jeff Rash.
Well, yeah, but Bryson and Victory Lane was standing there, kind of like, what happened? How did that? I don't understand what just happened.
And normally Bryson, when he's in victory lane, no matter what car he's in, he's smiling, he's laughing, he's having a good time, he's talking to the fans. He was literally sitting there going,
are you sure? Are you sure?
How the heck did I get here?
He even said at one point, he's sitting on the last restart, he said, I'm looking at, I'm thinking about pulling off because the track's so rough and it's just chaos and stuff's getting torn up. He goes, I'm thinking about pulling off. Then I saw there's only 6 cars on the track. I'm sitting last. He goes, well, I better stay out here and see what happens. It paid off.
It paid.
You know, I mean, he got another win.
Yep.
And I guarantee he's happy to get that one after all that work.
Oh, my gosh.
That was nuts. Totally, absolutely
crazy. Totally crazy.
Totally crazy night of racing. It's 6:57. We're going to, at 7 o'clock, guys, we're going to take our first intermission of the night. We're going to throw a caution flag on here and give you some messages from some of these guys that support this show. And
Jeremy means throwing a caution right now.
Yep, he actually just walked into the studio, so we're going to take a couple minutes to beat him up for everybody out there, and we'll be right back here from the Jetstream Aqua Massage Studio on Northwest Dirt News.
Do you wake up in the morning in a slump? Looking for a new career or change of pace? Well, let Northwest Trucking Academy be your source. Dave Stahl and his team of highly experienced instructors will give you the skills you need. Whether you have no idea what the brake pedal is or you just need a refresher course, Northwest Trucking Academy will give you a customized training program to meet your needs. In as little as 4 weeks, you can be on your way across the country with your new career. Located on Highway 99 in Tangent, Oregon, Northwest Trucking Academy will get you ready for a new, fast-paced, and highly rewarding career. Give them a call at 541-248-3461 or look them up online at nwtruckingacademy.com. Classes start the first Monday of every month, and don't forget to use promo code MOXIE. That's MOXIE, and receive $100 off your tuition.
Jetstream Aqua Massage, located in the Heritage Mall, is your answer for the relaxation you've been looking for. Our massage beds will help you with stress, anxiety, increase circulation, muscle tension, improve sleep, pain reduction, decrease muscle spasms, increase your range of motion, and help with the everyday aches and pains of life. And at only $1 per minute, we'll save you time and money. 20 minutes in one of our machines is equal to 1 hour of traditional massage. We have gift certificates available for the perfect stocking stuffers. All TENS units are on sale now, and don't forget your BioFreeze. Jetstream Aqua Massage. It's not just a massage, it's an experience.
Crocker's Cars is located on Santiam Highway across the street from Walmart in Lebanon, Oregon. We've been providing the finest pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and RVs since 1983. Crocker's Cars has been in business for 31 years, offering quality used vehicles that meet your needs. With our experience and professionalism and no-hassle buying, customers really do come first here at Crocker's Cars. Crocker's Cars, where quality is the difference. Look us up on the web at crockerscars.com for a full line of inventory, or give us a call at 541-258-2175. 541-258-2175. Race fans, are you ready for the biggest, baddest, fastest street stock tour this side of the Mississippi River? The Road to the Iron Giant is coming to a racetrack near you.
8 different tracks that will test the best talent in the West on both dirt and asphalt. Don't miss the kickoff to the 2017 series on April 29th at the Bobby Morley Memorial at Sunset Speedway.
On May 20th, we prepare for the war at the southern border at Southern Oregon Speedway in White City.
Hold on to your lug nuts, race fans. June 3rd, the Street Stocks take on the Sportsman Division of Madras Speedway.
If that wasn't exciting enough, they're going to do it all again on June 10th in round number 2, the Street Stocks versus Sportsman at River City Speedway in St. Helens.
June 24th, we head to Cottage Grove Speedway to honor the memory of racing legend Mark Howard at the 11th Annual Mark Howard Memorial Wallbanger Cup in a 52-lap, $1,026 to win feature event.
July 29th, things get hot and heavy when the dirt cars invade the asphalt at Douglas County Speedway.
August 26th, a tidal wave of action hits Coos Bay Speedway as the best of the best battle at the beach.
September 3rd wraps up the action as the series championship gets settled at the 2nd Annual Iron Giant Championship night at Willamette Speedway in Lebanon. One driver walks away with the Iron Giant trophy and the title of Iron Man.
We'll sell you the whole seat,
but you'll only need the edge. Now, back to the Jetstream Aqua Massage Studio for more Northwest Dirt News live on Spreaker Radio. Those breaks were never long enough.
No, they never are.
Well, if you'd eat at normal hours, instead of waiting for the show to start.
I know, that's bad, isn't it? Trying to wolf down something here during break and some chicken and, fat kids got to eat.
Hey. At least you're eating healthy. It wasn't KFC.
I'm glad you brought the points up because let's look at the top of the board.
I'm still trying to get used to this new point system.
It's weird. It is weird. It's something that's a little different to get used to. But if you look at the top of the points board, we've got a tie for the lead between Brian Cronk and Bryson James. Two of the young guns we're always talking about, right?
Yes, sir, Bob.
50 points each.
59.
59. That is a 9. Still hungry. So Brian Cronk and Bryson James.
Well, if you weren't slopping food on your specs.
I know, isn't that bad?
Dude.
Steve Moore sits third with 53. And Joey Tanner, even with the bad luck, is in fourth with 52. Look how tight that points race is. I mean, from 52 to 59, and the top 4 cars separated by 7 points.
Duty and Hunsiker tied for 6th with 48.
And Deibel and Seeger tied for 8 with 44.
Yeah.
3-way tie for 10th. Koffel, Deibel, and Jeff Rash. And that's all this is going to change. They shake down, but
look where Maya is.
I was getting ready to say that.
Oh,
Rob Maya, 16th in points. Your defending track champion.
Thanks to our technical guy here for having all this on the screen for us to look at.
I can't take all the credit. I kind of got a message from one of my inside sources.
Do it or die.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah. I still don't know why I'm scared of you.
He's admitting it anyway.
Did you see how scared he was the other night when we were making that commercial?
Yeah.
We got a new commercial coming out. Someone else that's coming on board with us, and We'll probably release that next week. But
Well, they've been on board. We're just now getting to making them a commercial.
well, you're right. But did you see the fear in his eyes when we made that commercial?
Yeah.
He was scared.